What is going on, everyone? This is Nero again, and today I have for you an episode of MOAB Monday, this time using the M4A1 on Village. Yes, Maps Village, free-for-all. And this is a game mode that I'm like slowly adapting to. I'm slowly learning it. It's a pretty difficult game mode for me to adjust to, just because the spawning system in free-for-all is by far like the worst spawn system of any game that I've ever played. Like any game mode, free-for-all in MW3 is just a complete cluster of terrible spawning. It's frustrating, but we're gonna get to that here in a moment. Now you're gonna be seeing I'm playing on a different account. If you look in the kill feed, you look at the kills I got at the very beginning of the match, you're gonna see that my gamertag is not SP Nero. What is wrong with you? Why is your gamertag not SP Nero? So the reason my gamertag is not SP Nero anymore is because of the ban and the reset, because of the prestige token glitch, which I already made a couple videos about it. But to reiterate, I hit 10th prestige legit. After I hit 10th prestige, I use my token to get double weapon XP so I can unlock golden guns quicker. I mean, is that big a deal? Is that a crime? I mean, it's not that. It's just stupid. But I got banned for 48 hours, and once I got finished with my ban, I actually looked back at my leaderboards, and they added 1,000 losses and 10,000 deaths to my leaderboard, making the game basically unplayable if I wanted to maintain any kind of win-loss ratio or any kind of kill-death ratio. Because to have a 1 KD because of that ban, I would have to go 10,000-0, and to have a 1 win-loss, I would have to win 1,000 straight games, which, it wouldn't be that hard. I mean, 1,000 losses, if you take out the notion that people are constantly dashboarding out on us, and that's causing us to lose. So I'm like, the hell with it, made a new account, because I did recently go out and buy a new Xbox, and yeah, I bought a new Xbox. You know how long I had my old Xbox? I had my old Xbox since 2007, since COD 4's original release date. I actually, when I got that Xbox, I mean, usually Xboxes like crash out in a year. Mine crashed out once, and it was actually because of the disc tray. It wouldn't open, and it couldn't read any discs. And so I sent it into Xbox to refurbish it, send it back to me, and it's been working ever since. But at this point, that Xbox was ridiculously loud. There was honestly, it was loud. It was very loud. I had to tilt it because I have my Xbox standing up. I think everybody should have their Xbox standing up. By the way, it doesn't overheat as easily, but I have it standing up, and I'd have to tilt it to the left to get the disc tray to actually open to pop in a different game, and it was time for a change. And I had the money, and I'm like, alright, I went out and bought a new Xbox. Oh, and did I mention that my old Xbox had a 10GB hard drive? Yeah, so it was definitely time for a change, and this new Xbox has 250GB hard drive, and it came with a free 3-month live account card in the box. So I made this new account. It's called Incoming MOAB, which I thought was pretty interesting, that the gamertag Incoming MOAB was available. And there's actually a couple other gamertags. I'm going to give you guys a little tip. Incoming MOAB was available, but now it's not because I took it. And then MOAB Gameplay is available. MOAB Streak is available. There's a bunch of cool gamertags out there. You just got to take the time to type them in, and so your name can stop being XXLegitV4, if you know what I mean. So now we're going to get into the milk and cookies, the main core of why I post MOAB Monday, and that is to share with you some information as to how to do well in any given game mode, on any given game, on any given map. And for this particular one, we're playing free-for-all in Village. Now, if you've been watching this gameplay at all while I've been speaking, you're going to realize that I have been staying in the same general area this entire time, and that just reiterates back to what I said earlier about the spawn system in Modern Warfare 3 free-for-all is horrendous. I'm just going to patrol this area because there's 2 main spawn points on this map in this area, and I'm basically staying between them, which that can be said about just about any free-for-all in any Call of Duty. You learn where 2 spawn points are at, and then you basically wedge yourself all nice and cozy in between them and pick off people as they pop up out of there. The 2 particular spawn points we'll be looking at is the tree stump, where I was just at, and the tree stump spawn is actually really easy to really easy to control, really easy to master, just because when they spawn, they take 2 steps forward and they're automatically standing on a wooden pallet, and it's a very distinct sound. If you have any kind of headset, I personally have Triton AX720s, so I can hear stuff pretty well. And I hear these people walking forward onto this pallet. It's a very distinct sound, very distinct, wooden sound. I'm like, okay, they're down there. You can hear that from a long ways away, as long as you have your headset on. You have it, turned up, to some extent. And then the other spawn point, which we're going to be watching, and I almost fail on this guy and miss completely, but I think I get him with the MP7. Yeah, there I go. I'm going to be running back and looking towards it right now. That corner, right where I just killed that guy, that's the other main spawn point where I'm going to be focusing on. The tree stump and that spawn point. They basically spawn up in those areas the entire time, and you can hear them if you have any kind of headset. I don't even have dead silence on this game. Well, actually, I think I have it on right now because I have a specialist bonus, but before that, I could hear all of it while using Stalker, because my third perk of choice for this particular match was Stalker. And I can hear these people spawn up over my own footsteps because they're so loud. And if you're having trouble finding people in free-for-all, or you're having an issue with you're just getting shot from random directions, you have no idea why you can't hear these people, and all you really gotta do is realize once you're in an area, if you're in a genuine area that you understand that there's usually a lot of people in there, but for whatever reason you're not finding them, just kind of crouch for a second. Just kind of take a minute, just about 10 seconds or so. Just kind of listen, and you'll hear these people. You're like, oh wow. It's, for me personally, I have this whole run and gun sense about myself that it mainly comes from playing a lot of ground war. But I have this thing about me whereas I just keep running and I keep running, and that's the reason my KD on my Nero account was 1.9, just because I just kept running, and regardless of playing smart or doing well at all, I just ran, and that's just how I played. And then I'm slowly going away from that. Well, you kind of have to if you play free for all. You kind of have to go away from that just a little bit. So I'm kind of slowing myself down a little bit more. I'm kind of crouching for a second, like, hey, I can hear him, and then I turn around, and I pop the guy, and I'm eventually learning the spawns. All you gotta do is watch your kill cams, pay attention to where you spawn particularly. You're like, hey, I keep spawning in this corner. Obviously, this is the main spawn point. And then you can realize, hey, I need to be in this area. And right here, I almost choke on this guy. And oh, that sounded gay, by the way. I almost choke on this guy. But I do call on the MOAB. I get my 24 streak, and I watch this guy spawn up because, like I said earlier, the free for all spawns are terrible, and you can basically kill anybody just because of the spawn point. And I'm going to pick up some more ammo just in case MOAB doesn't kill enough people for the game winner. But it does, and look, the kill feed. Incoming MOABs, these people. That's kind of funny, that's kind of ironic. That's kind of why I went with incoming MOAB as my gamer tag. And I'm going to be playing a lot of free-for-all, obviously, and I'm using a lot of specialists. I'm going to see if I can get a lot of MOABs in free-for-all, because it is a pretty easy game mode, but there are a lot of revenge spawn killers, so it's pretty difficult. But those are my tips for you guys. If you guys enjoyed this video, I hope you guys did. If you guys enjoyed this video, please remember to rate it. But those are my tips for you guys when you're playing free-for-all on Village here. Stay in that general area. You'll have success come to you. So until my next video, I hope you guys all enjoyed this, and please have a wonderful day.